Yay, you guys, it's my favorite time of week. It is Monday, and that means after our party, I do a fun little reading using runes, using some angel tarot cards. I got a new deck coming. I'm super excited. Um, and using the moon, how you can take this. I've heard so many positive things about these readings. I keep doing them as I feel incredibly led. So I really got confirmation last week. It's funny when I miss like a week, I'm almost like, because this isn't like my pay, like this is truly just a part of me, right? So I've been reading cards for, I think I got my first deck of cards, honestly, when I was like 10-ish. I haven't gone like my whole life quite, but I have just been to be honest, I don't even really need cards. Things just kind of come out. So this is going to be a reading of an angel, rune, and moon reading for April. I'm sorry, I don't even know the dates. I should. March 31st, nope, April 1st to Sunday, April 7th. I have it all written down. I'm like, I don't know what day it is. It's like April 1st. I went on Facebook and all these people were like, I'm deleting my Facebook. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'm going to go do something else for today. So whatever, I hope all of you guys had an amazing day. It's going to be a really, really powerful week. Why? Because I love the moon and what it really reveals to us. So the moon is actually, it's going to be a new moon on Friday. So now it's in that waxing crescent, where it's like just a itty bitty piece. It's probably about 11% now, if I had to guess. By Friday, it'll be a complete new moon. So there's going to be a couple days there where it's like a very, very sliver. So what does that mean necessarily? Well, ultimately it means like release. And I really feel like it's a week where collectively these readings work as like, before I press play here, I get into just this very quiet state and really connect to source and be very intentional to get a message with the collective. So as I speak, this is because we are all a collective, right? We all are a part of each other, and it just works that way. So that's like a whole different video. Anyways, I'm sure if you're watching this, you're like, yes, I get it. Cool. Let's go. I want to hear the reading, right? So that moon energy is really saying like it's time to organize. It's time to really release some of the stuff. Every time the new moon comes, we have a new moon. It's like the new cycle of the month, new manifestations, new things that we're doing, and releasing the old things. So as we come in new, we got to release some of the old. So the waxing crescent moon, just using that energy of really just intentionally releasing the things that aren't serving us, and really start collecting and organizing. I feel like spring cleaning, we all may be getting this, like, I want to, like, my space cleared. Clear your energy, clear your space. You know, if you need like Palo Santo sit up, just get your like cute, great vibrations, organize, get those clothes out that you don't wear anymore. Like that kind of stuff is just that type of stuff that really, it's just that time, right? And when you do it, you're gonna be like, oh, thank you. Yes, you are so right. So I already collected the runes for this because I want to make sure that I have like the runes are a lot more complex than cards. And I do know I've gotten so, these things are amazing. Like runes have absolutely like I love them. We got a few more cards, so we're going to work with it. So the first rune starting is the rune of, I don't even write it down. I'm like, I know what it means. I can tell you real quick. Dun, dun. So as you can see, I'm so embarrassed, but whatever, we're gonna keep fucking rolling with it because it's like literally right here, urus. I'm like, but literally, so what I do when I see these, I like close my eyes and I just get this like visual of like the meaning behind of it. So as I like, need to get flashcards or something to get the name down, but it's all good. So urus is the rune of strength. Excuse me. So think of this rune. You can see like as I see it, it's like a ox like forging through nature, like a stone forging through the ground of just strength and perseverance. And what this rune is saying is like you're in a time now where you're just like forging through. I heard someone that I listened to, I can't remember, I just heard it this week. It was really powerful. It was about the grass that grows through the cement. Like grass is grass and it's going to grow, and it doesn't matter like if you know those cement cracks, right? Like cracks in the cement, and the grass grows in between the cracks, right? They don't let anything stop it. It just goes. And that's kind of what this is saying is it's like you're just going, you're forging through, you're not letting stuff overtake you. And maybe that's been the thing and why you haven't gotten the results that you've been wanting. And it's time to let some of that go, is because you're just like forging through, but not necessarily having a huge plan to be able to do that. So as you're pulling, like the beginning of this card, the card that I just pulled is the 7 of air. Now the air card is your intellect, like the intellectual things you're thinking, and it's saying plans that need revised. There's more going on that meets the eye, and it could be some poor timing on stuff. So a lot of times we just forge through with an idea and not necessarily, and I'm all about imperfect action. Like imperfect action makes you rich, no doubt about it. And it's good to forge through, and it's also good to come in a strength and a perseverance as you're forging through, to be open to revisions and be open to really creating a solid foundation, right? I really think it's super important, like solid foundations are being established this week. Like I really feel like it's back to the basics. It's like clean out the old, we're getting new here. Let's get back to the basics of things. Keep the persistence, keep the perseverance, keep forging through, and be open to let plans transform, right? And really sit and take a look at all of that. So that's really powerful. As we move through, we actually got 2 cards for this midweek. So the next rune that came up, I'll show you. I don't know if you can really see. Oh, okay, you can see it this way. Cool. So this is the rune of Jibo, and it actually came up reversed. So there's a few different things that means. So ultimately, Jibo is the rune of partnership. If you can see, like the two crossed, it's like coming together in an honor and in a connection between each other. But when it's reversed, it can indicate that there's some sort of harm, there's some sort of things going on in a partnership. There may be separation, there may be maybe your like someone that you work with is like, you're feeling like really that they're self-centered and all of this stuff is going on. You may have extra responsibilities that you have to pick up because other people aren't open to having to do that, like pick up the work too, right? And nothing like there's nothing wrong here, right? It's just that there's something happening in relationships, and this is a time where we're letting go of the things that don't serve us. So maybe there's a partnership somewhere that is just not working in some ways, and this is a great opportunity here midweek. You may see some things coming up, and be really communicative. Like that's a word that I'm hearing, is like communicate really clearly as you're handling conflicts and different types of partnerships. The card that comes up here is the Queen of Fire, and the Queen of Fire is your passion, the things that drive you. You're like, yes, right, the fuck yes that I talk about. And what it's saying is it's time to stretch your wings and fly, and don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. That's powerful, because Jibo is saying, like reversed how it is saying that there may be some separations. However, it's also time, these separations are showing you that it's time to fly, right? And that you got this. And maybe those separations have helped you in a way to be able to break through some codependency where you can step up and really be in your most powerful self, right? So remember that every ending is a new beginning, and to step up and really be powerful in that. That's really exciting. So another card came up with is the 6 of water. And water represents, these are your emotions. And what I'm seeing in this, it's funny, is like separations and, that I feel like this break of codependency. And this is actually saying memories from your history or your childhood, issues regarding children, or romanticizing the past. And I think I'm feeling that this relationship, these partnership things that are happening, so often we want to blame the other person, that it's their fault that this is happening. This is happening because they're doing this, or it's all them, like they got this going on. when really ultimately everything and everyone around us is like a reflection of who we are, because we create our experiences, and we just all reflect out of each other because we are one conscious, right? We are one, not one conscious, we are like one collective, that all of us work together vibrationally and energetically. That's why these readings are so cool, and they work for so many people, because this is about the collective, right? So as how that works in your personal experience is everyone, it's their fault, right? They did this, it's their fault. It's been super powerful to really step up and take responsibility in you, that maybe there was something like you came to play at that, right? And where can you look at where you came to play in the situation that can really help you to move forward? And the cards are saying that it's probably something that happened in your childhood, like probably something like that happened back in your past. And what happens is, if we don't heal the stuff that's in our past, we pick them up and we keep creating them and creating them and creating them into our future. So excuse me, it's time right now, as we're letting go of all of these things that aren't serving us, and we're renewing and we're creating new for Friday and the new moon and all of this stuff, is we're just gonna let that stuff like go through it and heal it. It starts with forgiveness of yourself, of the people involved, and really letting that go, so you can really walk in that independent, strong power that you have inside of you. We all do. So that's going to be the key for you this week, is to being courageous enough to go back into your past, get some of that healing, right? We heal our trauma, we can we realize our worth, and we can easily manifest. It's not just always like raise your vibrations. It's like heal yourself, and your vibrations will rise them. Like, it's just a natural reaction, right? Healing is so big. It's so big. So I just want to like really honor you for taking that on, because the end of the week here is actually what came up when I see this rune. Sometimes I'm like, right? So the rune is called Hagalaz. Now, Hagalaz typically, like, it came up on a Merc, so that meaning it came up reversed, so it was blank. So what I do is I drop it, and if it comes up this way or this way, there's two different meanings. So this way, it actually means like disruption and destruction and like hail, right? What happens when hail comes? It just like kind of destroys everything. And as it destroys things, you're able to rebuild and build it back up. However, because when you hear that, you're like, oh shit. Thankfully, never fear, it came on reverse. So what does that mean? What that means for all of us is that all of the negative forces that we've been going through, man, it's like a week, right? Letting go is powerful. And I'm not going to lie, it can be messy sometimes. And handling conflict and going through your own inner conflict and resolving and forgiving your past, like, that's a lot. I'm just going to like hug everybody right now. Hugs to you, hug me back, because this is something that we're going through as a collective. And every single part of it is good, and it is coming out for your triumph. And that is what Hagalaz, in this instance being reversed, is saying, that these negative forces become positive, and that we can stay in this triumph and this victory, and that we have this rising force in us. We are rising up like a phoenix through this new moon. It is a new moon that we are rising. We have let go of all of this, and we can truly step up into our power and know that we will be victorious, and we will be in triumph. So now the card, I haven't even looked at that. So the card is the Three of Earth. And the Three of Earth, the earth is like your material things. This is your money, your home, your possessions, your material earthly things. So what this is saying is the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and be a team player. So this weekend, guys, this weekend is to be filled with things that make you like maybe go create. Go create. Go out in nature. As I'm seeing this, I'm like looking at this card, and I'm literally like, it's just like, wow. Go out in nature and just get inspired. Get inspired, and then go, maybe it's write in your journal, or maybe it's to paint or color, or maybe it's to go do a vision board or build. Do you know what? I have these big sticks, and I actually want to make some runes out of these sticks and hang them on my wall. So that's what's like coming up for me this weekend. I want to do that, and do things that are going to like really bubble up your creativity, because when you really get that going, that's when your highest quality work is going to come out. And remember, this is all about being a team. It's not just about you. It's not just about me. This is about a collective and being a team within the collective, that we're all supporting each other, that we're all lifting and empowering each other up, because that is how we are going to raise the vibrations, and that is ultimately my goal. So I hope you enjoyed this fun little reading. If you have, if you are on Facebook, hit me up, let me know. Awesome, thank you. Share it with your friends if you feel led. If you are on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe. I do post these every Monday night. I super love you guys, and I want to honor all of you in the journey, and I will see you guys next week.